Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at what happened last week and how we can, look at for what is going to happen this week in the financial market. Looking at what DXY. I like looking at DXY because why? DXY is an important factor in the financial market. Whatever that is happening in cryptocurrency, whatever that is happening in forex market, you have to look into DXY because what happens in DXY determines what will happen in crypto or in the forex market. Last week, we saw the CPI report that happened on Tuesday. That is 2:30 Nigerian time. That was the time of the CPI news, and it was so bad. I can tell you, it was not good. Looking at what the Fed is looking at, because the actual report of that meeting was inflation is at 6.4, and Fed was actually looking at 6.2, meaning that we are still living in high inflation environment. And remember what I told you, that the goal of Fed is to bring down inflation down to 2%. Now that inflation is at 6%, 6.4%, is not looking good in the looking at in the US. It's not really good in the US because Fed will keep on increasing the rates, because based on what just happened, I think in their next meeting they might actually increase the rate by 0.25. Now, if they do that, it will hurt all the risk assets like Bitcoin, and you will see Euro USD going down, gold going down, AUD USD going down as well. So all of these things are things you need to pay attention to, because fundamentals plays a whole lot in the financial market. No matter what your technical analysis tells you, if you neglect the fundamental, you might actually hurt yourself. It is very important. Now, before we go dive into the chart to see what we're going to be looking at for in the upcoming weeks, let us check the economic calendar to see what is happening, the news we have for the upcoming week. Let's check it out right now. All right, so this is the news that we have in this coming week, starting from Monday, the 20th of February 2023. As you can see, on Monday we don't have much news. We just have few medium impact news in CHF, Euro, and GBP, and I can tell you those news are not really that important. We'll have an interesting news right here on Monday on AUD. People who are trading AUD, we have PMI, Judo Bank Service. We have PMI on AUD as well. Then AUD as well. Then that's on Tuesday. We have RBA meeting minutes. Very important news for people who are trading Australian currency. Australian collected pairs. Very important. Then we have another news on that same Tuesday. High impact news on Euro. I don't think it really impact the market that much. We also have another news on Euro that same day. We have GBP, high impact news. We have CAD, that's for people who trade Canadian dollar. We have retail sales. We have inflation rates. We have, I can see that on Tuesday we have an interesting news coming up on CAD. Very interesting news. So let's look out to see what the market is going to do. Then on that same Tuesday we have some US news. We have PMI, S&P Global Manufacturing PMI. I don't think it will be that heavy. We also have housing sales. Quite a number of news on Tuesday. There's on Wednesday. We don't have much except CPI on Euro on Wednesday. Also another Euro news. CPI. I think CPI is twice on Euro. I don't think those CPI will be that volatile like US CPI. US CPI is very volatile, and it happened last week Tuesday. Then we have other news on FOMC meeting is on Wednesday. Is another news to pay attention to, because the market will be very volatile at that time. Very volatile. I'm looking forward to see what the Fed is going to do, if they're going to increase the interest rate. But I believe they will actually increase the interest rate by 0.25%. Then on Thursday we don't have much news. On Thursday I think it's going to be a good time to trade. Okay, we'll have Euro CPI. I don't think it will be that much important. I don't think. Let's see how it goes. Though I trade Euro USD, I need to be very mindful. Then we'll have a initial jobless claim. Then we'll have some other news on Friday. On Friday we'll have JPY, as inflation rates on JPY. People who are trading JPY pairs, like people who trade GJ, very mindful. So these are the news we have for upcoming week. You need to be mindful of this news. I tell people, you are not trading news. I'm not trading the news, but you need to be mindful to know when it's happening, so you can actually start off the market, so that the market will not just hurt you unknowingly. Like what happened on Tuesday in CPI, how the market went down and went up and still went to the desired direction, which is, dropping. And you can see that's usually what happens in the news. The market will just, take everybody out. For people who like trading news with high lot sizes, the market will just take you out on loss and still move to the desired direction. So let's go straight into the chart right now to look at DXY and to see what to expect this coming week. All right, so we're back to DXY. Let me go to the daily time frame. But before we go to that daily time frame, if today is the first time watching our video, I want to welcome you to Deep Tutors. All you need to do is to like our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and turn on the bell notification. Now, you need to do this because I share valuable information that will make you money in cryptocurrency and as well in the Forex market. And I told you guys that I'm actually taking a challenge in my Forex funds. And as a matter of fact, I have passed my Forex fund challenge. I'm currently right now a funded trader. I'm going to be sharing with you my journey, how I was able to take that trade, what happened, some of the advice. And if you also want me to also, talk with you, maybe you need someone to talk to, you can actually reach me out on WhatsApp by checking the link in the description. You can chat me up on WhatsApp right there. We can actually discuss. And as well, you can also join our Telegram channel. Now, I did a video last week talking about a cryptocurrency called addict. Right now, speaking to you, I didn't mean you take action. For people who watch that video, that is why you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That video or that cryptocurrency has actually done 150% already. You can see, and the bull market has not started yet. I'm not trying to say it's the best time to buy, but you need to be very, very mindful of what is actually happening. Now, let's go straight into analyzing of the chart. Now, this is DXY right here. I'm excited, and let me share with you what I think. So let's start from the weekly time frame to see what is happening right there on DXY. As you can see, like I told you guys the last time I did a run down analysis, I'm actually going to do the same thing right now. Looking at where we are right now, we are currently at 50% retracement at the run of the weekly chart. You can see you can actually get a Fibonacci retracement and draw the Fibonacci from the low to the high. As you can see, we have actually pulled back 50%. We have been on bull run on this DXY since last year. The market just retraced 50%, and it makes sense to me to start looking for longs, for me to start seeing the market attacking the previous high or even creating all-time high. Now, why am I expecting those things to happen? Because looking at what is happening on the fundamental side is on the favor of DXY. Because why? The Fed is increasing the rate and trying to bring inflation down. So when they do that, if the rate is high, USD will be very strong, which will cause a lot of harm in other markets like crypto markets or even the stock markets. So that is one thing I'm looking at, and that is why I'm excited in looking for longs in DXY. So let's go back to daily. So looking at daily right now, as you can see, we move massively. I told you guys, if you watched my video last time, I talked about it. As you can see, we broke structure to the upside. We took out this high. This is the high we took out. We broke structure. And if you look at the left, nothing is stopping this. Nothing is stopping price to go up. Yeah, nothing is stopping it. You can see for what I'm looking at here, it's just a pullback for price to keep trending to the upside, for the market to pull back, for the price to keep going up. So that is what I'm looking at. But let's go on a forward to see it clearly, to see what price is actually doing. Very, very clear. Because nothing is actually stopping DXY from moving. It's just normal retracement, because I usually tell you guys, market does not move on a straight line. It creates higher highs or higher lows if in all directions, anything the market is doing. So this is where we are right now. As you can see, nothing is stopping price to get to 105.591. Nothing is stopping price. So what is happening right now is just normal pullback the market is doing, of which I'm actually expecting the market to get to two areas. The first area is here, for the market to tap in here and start seeing if the market will start reacting. If I start seeing change of structure, which is the bullish structure that is on the lower time frame. I'm talking about the 15 minutes and the 1 hour. If I start seeing bullish structure, which is higher highs and higher lows, I will take the market long. So if we fail to hold in that level, I'm actually looking at the market to get here. This is the second place for us to see if the market can get to. These are the two areas I'm looking at for the market to get to, because it is clear that we're in this is just a trend. We just have to follow the trend. For me, there is nothing to sell here. The market, you can see, Look at the momentum here. You can see this momentum. The market is still in this momentum. I'm still looking for longs. So if this can happen, we will start seeing the cryptocurrency market going down. I'm going to be doing the analysis of Bitcoin right now. Remember, I only talk about few cryptocurrency, only Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I do analysis on gold, Euro USD, AUD USD, and AUD CAD. So if you have any cryptocurrency you want me to analyze for you, or any currency pair you want me to analyze for you, to seek my opinion, don't forget to drop it in the comment section below, or you can join us on the Telegram, because I'm going to be dropping my analysis on the Telegram channel. So looking at what I'm seeing here, I'm looking at bullishness in dollar. I told you guys, well, I'm still very bullish in dollar. Looking at what is happening economically, the Fed will increase the rate, and once they do that, US dollar will be very, very strong. And looking at the inflation, what they want to achieve, they will keep on increasing the rate. So right now, I'm looking at bullish dollar and other things to happen. So let's start analyzing other pairs. So let's start from Bitcoin. So let's go on weekly time frame. So this is Bitcoin on a weekly time frame. As you can see right here, the market just tapped into a supply level or a resistance level. So whichever one you call it, if you call it a supply, if you call it resistance, it's still the same thing. So for me, overall, I think the market either travel towards 10,000 region or go and retest the COVID-19 low. This is actually COVID-19 low. So I'm actually expecting if the market can actually retest it, possibly. Let's see what happens. For me, it makes sense for me to start looking for shorts here, because the market has actually tapped into the H stream. This is H stream. So for me looking for shorts here, even if the market is going to go down, even if the market is going to go up, there should be a push down a little bit for the market to continue. So don't just see that the market is going up and you start looking for longs. You need to wait for pullbacks. Very, very important. Patience is key in this industry. Patience is key. So guys, you need to exercise patience and look at what is happening. You need to also zoom in and look at what is happening and know how to interpret the chart. So let's go on to the daily. So looking at the daily time frame, as you can see, we have seen some reaction on the daily. Bitcoin trade 24 hours, 7 days a week. Is unlike FOREX that trades only 24 hours, 5 days a week, and even stock. But Bitcoin trades every day. As you can see, on Friday, was it on Friday or Thursday? Okay, on Thursday we'll close bearish. Yeah, you can see we'll close bearish with you can see the candle. We can even call it is it hammer? Yeah, this is hammer candle. In as much as I don't trade with candlesticks, this is hammer. Other things you can see here, you can see how the market getting into those area, and you can see the momentum is dropping. And the reason why is the weekend, because market does not really move in the weekend, because people who push price during weekends like Saturday and Sunday are retail traders, because institutions are not trading on weekends. So, and again, Monday is also a public holiday in the US, but I don't think it will affect the market, because the market will still move. Monday is a public holiday in the US. I forgot to say that. So we also need to put that into consideration. So this is where I'm actually going to be looking for shorts. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for shorts here in BTC. So let's go on the 4 hour to start seeing what kind of price action we're looking at. So I'm even very much comfortable if to sell at maybe at this region on top here. Yeah, if the market can just push up on top here, getting to the previous high, let's say something like this happens. If we get here, then if you go to lower time frame, start seeing market changing structure, start creating lower lows and lower highs. Honestly, I'm very, very comfortable taking this market short. Possibly, I'm looking for a short, because looking at the fundamental environment, we are nothing close to bullish. So don't be confused with what is happening. I know everybody right now is actually shouting for bullish, that the bull market has come. I'm seeing a lot of things going on Twitter, but right now, guys, I am not FOMOing in anything right now. I am taking it easy. So that is just for Bitcoin, and anything that happens in Bitcoin happens in other pairs. So if Bitcoin is going down, other cryptocurrency will go down. So looking at for Ethereum, almost the same thing going on in Ethereum right now. So let's start from Ethereum on the weekly time frame to see what is happening. So as you can see, the same thing, they just tap into some resistance level or some supply levels. As you can see, Ethereum tapped into it. That was last week, and you can see some reaction. But this week, well, we have some bearishness in it in dollar. That was on Friday. Yeah, on Friday, that little pullback, that was what caused this massive movement to the upside. But looking at what is happening on Bitcoin overall, I'm still expecting Ethereum to flush down. So that is what I'm looking at. So on the daily, the same thing. But I need, like I usually tell you guys, based on what I'm, interpreting right now is based on what the market is showing me. Now, I can still have another interpretation, maybe changing my bearish bias to bullish bias based on what the market does. So all you need to do is to be in our Telegram channel to know when I'm going to be changing my bias, because the market print different candles and chart pattern changes. And when those things happen, I might actually change my bias because I am not moving this market. But looking at what I'm seeing at the moment, I'm looking at a bearish market right now. So even looking at on a daily, you can see the way we're having some rejections at that region, at that area. It's a very, very important area. You can see. Let me just mark it for you so you can see. You can see where we're having the market reacted here, and you can see big reaction right here. The market is actually trying to either to go down or to go up. No one actually knows what the market wants to do, but I can tell you, looking at the economic calendar, so many people focus on technical analysis, thinking that it's all about technical analysis. What moves the market is fundamental. Let's say, for example, the Bitcoin price is at a support level or at a demand level, and everybody's expecting for the market to go up. And the US government come and say something. Maybe they ban cryptocurrency exchanges, or whenever they make any mind-blowing news, it will definitely affect the market. That is one thing you need to understand. You need to understand that. Look at what happened in 2020 when COVID-19 happened. All the markets sold off. But when the U.S. government start printing money and start giving their citizens stimulus, that was when the bull market officially kicked in. That was in 2020. In 2021, we saw massive bull market because a lot of money was in circulation. So that is why you need to understand fundamentals. Fundamental is very, very important. No matter what you're doing as a trader, you need to understand fundamental analysis. All right, so let's go into the Forex. So this is Euro USD. At the moment right now, we just tap into a supply level or resistance zone, or anything you call it. It's something. All right, so we just tapped into that area and we're actually rejecting to the downside. This is my first take profit on this sell. This is where I'm expecting the market to drop to, which is 1.04897. This is the first area I'm expecting the market to get to. But you can see what the market is doing. The market is actually pulling back. Like I tell people, the market does not move on a straight line. Looking at what happened here, this is a very clear up move. But you see, the market did not just move on a straight line like this. The market did not just go on a straight line like this. The market was creating series of higher highs and higher lows, and that is what you need to understand. This is a high, this is a higher low, this is a higher high, and you can see forming the same thing, and the market keep going in the same direction. So that is what you need to understand. The market does not go on a straight line. So looking at what we are seeing right now in Euro USD on a daily time frame, these serious bearish movements, you can see these bearish movements, you can see these bullish movements, they were not that strong. But you can see these big candles, 1, 2, 3 candles is very, very heavy. And you can see the market is actually consolidating at this area, which is just preparing for another big sell to drop into the area of 1.04897. So if we finally breaks it, I'm actually expecting the market to tap into this, into this demand area right here. You can see the box demand area right here. This is where I'm actually expecting the market to get to. So let's get to 4 hour to see what is actually going on the 4 hour. So looking at the 4 hour right now, we're very bearish, looking at market structure, interpreting market structure. If you really understand market structure, you understand what the market is doing. So this is a very clear trend. You can see this is a low, this is a lower high, this is a lower low, this is a lower high, this is a lower low. So what are we expecting? A lower high for what? Another lower low. So this is how to read the market. In as much as the market will not just clearly show you what it's trying to do, like a textbook example, but if you read in between the lines, you understand what the market is doing and you now know what to do. So it is important to know all these things. So what am I expecting? Where are we going to be trading from? I'm expecting a pullback. But what shows that we're in a clear downtrend is that the market has actually taken out this low with a body close. Now we have actually created new low. So what are we looking at? We're looking at to sell at first at this area. Yeah, that's number one, at this area. Secondly, at this, the market can actually drop from any of these supply levels. That's the funny thing. But I can't really tell you the supply level the market is actually going to drop from, because markets can change. This is something that you need to understand. Anybody that tells you, oh, I know exactly where the market will buy or where the market is sell, at maybe trying to analyze the market right now, maybe on a daily time frame, someone can be able to tell you, but that's a daily time frame. But on a lower time frame, like 15 minutes or 1 hour, it's usually very difficult because the market does different things. So very important for you to know that. So this is the area I'm actually expecting the market to get to. Those two areas for me to start looking for shorts. First is this area. Second is at this area. The reason why I was able to mark these two areas, if you look at DXY, let me show you DXY. Now these are the two areas I told you guys. First here, and the second one is here. Because why? DXY does exactly, Euro USD does exactly what DXY does. If you look at DXY, that is this, they do the same thing. So that's one thing you need to know. So if the market turns in DXY those levels, expect Euro USD to do the same. So that is why I said that maybe the market can actually turn at those levels. So that is why I'm looking at to sell at those, this area or this area. So, but I am not trying to predict. I'm reacting based on what the market does. So I'm going to be looking at to see what happens on Monday, Tuesday, and the rest of the weeks to see where we can actually trade from. So that is my analysis on Euro USD. What am I expecting? I'm expecting a pullback either from here, or even get to the extreme. Whatever that happens, I don't know. But let's see what happens throughout the week and see what we are to trade from. I'm actually expecting the market to start going down from here. And if you do that calculation, that's over 280 pips. So you just have to see an opportunity to capitalize on it. You don't need to make all the 280 pips. Maybe you make 100 pips, you make 50 pips, you make 150 pips, depending on the one that you like. All right, let's go to the next pair right now. So the next pair we're going to be looking at is gold. As you can see, gold has been very bearish. You can see. That's why I tell people, follow the trend. You don't just assume that, oh, the market will start going up from here, because understanding the economic situation and at the same time price action, merging it up together will make you a good trader. To my opinion, look at this bearishness. You can see this bearishness, this little pullback, another bearishness. You can see this corrective movement, bearish. The market has been correcting. So this is a very corrective movement, of which maybe the market will try to grab liquidity in all of these, corrective movements that happen here. You can see, you can even draw a trend line, something like this. I'm not too good at drawing trend lines. Okay. Oh, this is not a trend line. So I'm not actually looking at the market to see what happens. If the market can actually, this is actually a trend line. Some people can draw it like this. Something like this. Maybe you call it Bennett or something. Whatever you call it, it's what it is. Whatever you call it that makes sense to you, that's fine. So whatever you call it, so that's what might happen. Might. I use the word might because I don't really know what will happen. So where will I be trading from? There are so many areas to trade from. There are so many areas. The market can choose to drop from here. That's one thing you need to know, because we are currently bearish. The market can choose to drop, maybe retrace the highest. This is that was CPI high. This was CPI high. The market can retest it. Then this is the last week high. That was last 2 weeks high. You can actually enter here. This was last 2 weeks high. So the market can sell in any of these three areas. So I don't know where the market is going to sell from, but whatever that happened on Monday, Tuesday, whenever it happens, that is when I know when the market is going to sell off. So I don't trade chart patterns. I don't usually draw trend lines that much, in as much as sometimes I put it to look at structure, what is happening when the market start consolidating. But when the market is trending, I don't actually use trend line. But when the market is consolidating, I usually use trend line. So this is what I'm expecting on gold. We're very, very bearish. So let's even go on weekly for you to see how bearish we are. You can see we're very bearish. The weekly candle, you can see, in as much as we have some retracements, but that's just normal pullback. Like I said, the market does not move on a straight line. So we just had a normal pullback last week. So let's see what happens this week to see how we can capitalize on it. But even if you look at daily, some people who trade support and resistance, they can actually say, yeah, you are right when you say that the market tapped into this support level. Yeah, you are very right. If you say the market tapped into the support level, you are very, very right by saying that. So for us to see the market pushing up, to know where the market will get to, which is resistance, that will push the market down. Because I think that we are not done yet. Because I believe the market will take out all of these orders resting below these structures right here, and even try to get to these areas because of what? The economic situation of the world right now. You need to understand that. So I am not trying to say that the market could not still go up. Yeah, anything can change at any time. That's one thing you need to understand about the financial market. So whatever that happens, we adapt to it and follow the market, follow the structure. That is the most important thing. I am not imposing my will. I follow the market. So that is it for gold. For people who like trading gold, for me personally, I love trading gold. I love trading gold, to be honest, in as much as it's very volatile, but it's very, very profitable if you get it right. On Friday, I was able to cut this long right here at the bottom here. I really love my strategy, my entry strategy. My entry strategy is something I learned for myself. After learning market structure and understanding supply and demand from so many mentors I learned from, but I was able to learn a strategy that resonates with me. And that is going to be a lesson for another day. Because while I see a lot of people analyzing the market, but to make money from this market is usually very difficult. But the whole thing changed for me when I start creating my own rules for my entry. I started getting serious results. I'm going to be sharing with you guys those things. But if you want me to discuss with you, you can actually reach me out on WhatsApp by checking the link in the description. And as well, you can actually join our Telegram group. The links are in the description. All right, let's continue. So the next pair I'm going to be analyzing is AUD. Looking at AUD, we're very bearish. That is why I tell people understanding what the higher time frame is doing for you to know what is happening. Okay, let's go to the weekly first. Let's go to the weekly first. So this is weekly. This is very clear bearishness. Now, some people will say, this is actually very bullish until it breaks this structure. You're right, very right. But for me, looking at what is happening overall, this is a bearish movement. See how the market is moving. All right, so this is a low, a lower high, a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, another lower low. Very simple. This is just what you need to understand. Market structure. What I trade is market structure combining with supply and demand. Very, very important. So now we have created a lower high. What is the next? A lower low. Now, this is where the first take profit I'm actually targeting, which is at the price of 0.65990. Very important. So let's go on the daily to see what the market is doing at those levels. As you can see the bearishness, you can see these two bearish movements. You can see these 1, 2, and 3. Then this, you can see some retracements we had there. But you can see those retracements we have was actually providing wicks. You can see wicks. Yeah, we can see a lot of wicks. The market was actually creating wicks, meaning that there is no momentum to push the market up. These are the things you need to understand. So let's go on the 4-hour to see a lot of things more clearly. All right, so there is no momentum to push the market up to the upside. So to me, we are bearish. I am bearish on this AUD USD. So these are the three pairs I focus on: Euro USD, gold, and AUD USD. If you want me to analyze any pair for you, drop it on the comment section and I will be analyzing it for you. Drop it in the comment section. So the next time I'm doing video like this, I will do the analysis for you. All right, so looking at what is happening here, we are bearish. So where are we going to sell from? It's very tricky. So I'm actually seeing a first supply level here. You can call it supply or resistance. If we miss this, probably we're looking at the market maybe tapping into this deep area. But this is actually the CPI high. This was the high that CPI created. You can see that week up and down. So this was CPI. So if we miss the market, moving down from here, let's say for example, the market breaks above. If the market push up and didn't come down, it can actually go up here before coming down. Because for me, we are currently in a bearish market. I am following structure, most especially structures on the 4-hour time frame. So Very, very important. I'm actually following structure. Now, selling this market all the way down here. Yeah, all the way down here. This is my first take profit. Yeah, I like to use lines sometimes. Let me delete this box. I like to use lines majority of the time. So I want to get the accurate level. Yeah, all right. Okay, so this is where I'm expecting the market to drop to, and that's over 200 pips. So can we get there this week? I don't think so. Probably we will, but let's see what the market does from Monday. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited to share with you these videos. If you love what you're seeing, click the like button, click on the subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification. All right, so this is AUD card. Oh, you can see the market is even bearish here. But look at the weekly. It's very clear. Very, very clear. What can you see here, guys? Is this AUD card not looking like AUD USD? Very clear. It's the same thing. This is like a textbook structure. I even love this one more. Because why? These signs are there. You can see this is a low, lower high, lower low, lower high for another lower low. For me, this is very clear. Very, very clear. And you can see the bearishness is actually showing up for the market to go to the downside. So that is where what you need to know about trends and directions. So we can actually have some pullbacks. Remember, we can have some pullback to retest and all of those things. So let's go on a 4-hour for you to see what is happening. That's why after seeing the trend on the higher time frame, you need to go on other lower time frame to actually know where to enter from. So this is the daily. This is the daily. This is the high we created. This is the high we created. Then this is the current low where we are right now. And you can see the market is actually pulling back, pulling back. Probably we can actually drop at the top. But let's go on a 4-hour to see. All right, so this is 4-hour right now. So we can actually drop somewhere at this level. Yeah, somewhere at this level. Probably. I'm not trying to say we can. Yeah, probably we can actually drop from here. I'm not trying to say it's a must, but probably what I'm seeing is selling from this area, or maybe getting to this high right here, because this high is very clear. It has not been, some people call it mitigation, but you can see it's very clear. It's very clear. So that's what I'm looking at. If the market didn't sell here, probably we'll tap into this big structure on top here and sell off. But remember, the market can sell from anywhere. That's one thing you need to understand. Let's say, for example, maybe when this, let's say people who are trading support and resistance, let me show you something. Let's say you see okay, you can't even call this a support, but let's say you expect that the market will push up here because this is 4-hour. You can see there was no pullback for people who actually wait for maybe retest before they enter the market. Maybe when the market dropped here, you're actually expecting a pullback to sell, but look at what happened. The market did exactly opposite. Look at what the market did, giving you no opportunity to enter. The market just shifted to the downside, created a little structure, and moved to the downside, meaning that the market did not even give you time to enter. That's very bad. So all of these things are very important for you to pay attention to. All right, so that is it for AUD card. So that is it for our analysis for today. Like I said, I do analysis for only few pairs on Forex and crypto. For crypto, I focus on Bitcoin and Ethereum because these are the ones I focus on. I don't usually trade all of the crypto pairs, like trade all of them. I focus on trading the Forex market and investing in cryptocurrency because I do a lot of cryptocurrency research. I love the industry. I want to invest in crypto, and that is why I trade the Forex and invest in crypto. So thank you for watching this video. My name is John. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you how I was able to pass my Prop Firm challenge in 5 days. I'm excited. I'm going to be sharing that with you, breaking down all of these things, and give you some advice that can help you to do that. So if you don't know what is my Forex fund, check the link in the description and sign up for them. I'm going to be dropping that video in the next 1 or 2 days. Thank you for watching this video, and do have a great day.